Welcome to 2.3 Slope. In the last lesson, we learned how to find the rate of change of a table and how to find the slope of a line. In this lesson, we will find the slope of a line using the slope formula and explain what slope of a line means. So remember from last time, we figured out that slope is change in y over change in x. So for this one, change in y would be, we can take any 2 points. Let's say that we choose this point and this point. Then the change in y would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going up by 6. Going up by 6. And then the change in x will be 1, 2, 3, plus 3. Okay. So that means that the slope is going to be the change in y is 6, the change in x is 3, so the slope is 2. And that makes sense because every time we go up 2, we go to the right 1. Up 2, right 1. Up 2, right 1. Is there a formula for this? Sure. For the same formula, we know that slope is 2. Well, change in y is just y2 minus y1. Change in x is x2 minus x1. So the slope m is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. For example, let's pick 2 points. Let's say this is point 1, and let's say this is point 2. This point is 3, 4, and this point would be 6, 10. Looks like. Okay. So the point 1 would be 3, 4. Point 2 is 6, 10. Well, the first number is always x, second number is always y by convention. So that means that this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So x1 is 3, y1 is 4, x2 is 6, and y2 is 10. Then the slope. So slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. What is y2? y2 is 10. y1 is 4. x2 is 6. x1 is 3. 10 minus 4 is 6. 6 minus 3 is 3, which is 2. And we can see why this works. 10 minus 4 is really just this one minus that one. How much we go up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 to 10. 6 minus 3 is really just this one minus this one. We're going 4, 5, 6, so the change is 3. So that's why they are the same. Okay. One more example with the slope formula. Let's pick 2 points. Let's say that this is point 1 and this is point 2. Then point 1 is 2, 3, and point 2 is 4, negative 3. Remember that x is always first, y is always second. Okay. Then x1 is 2, y1 is 3, x2 is 4, y2 is negative 3. We apply our slope formula. y2 is negative 3, y1 is 3, x2 is 4, x1 is 2. Negative 3 minus 3 is negative 6 over 2, so we get negative 3. And that makes sense because the graph is going down when we go from left to right. Okay. Now, what does slope mean? When we have 2 lines here, line A is more steep, it's going up faster. Line B is less steep, it's going up slower. Here we have 3 lines. The slope of line A is 1, 2 over 1. So it's 2 over 1, which is 2. Slope of line B is 1 over 1, 1 over 1. So slope of line B is 1. Slope of line C is not going up, it's not going down. So it's 0 over 1 or 0 over 2. So in other words, the slope of line A is 2. The slope of line B is 1. The slope of line C is 0. What do we see? We see that, well, line A is the most steep, and the slope is also higher. So steeper lines, greater slope. That's what we see. This line is more steep than this one, so this one has a greater slope. Okay. So here, example, A and B, which one is more steep? Well, B is more steep. So which one has a greater slope? It must be B. In fact, if we calculate it, the slope here for B is 2 over 1, which is 2. This one, the slope is more like 1 over 2. The slope is 1/2, or 0.5, which is smaller. Finally, find the slope of this one. To find the slope, we probably want to use the biggest point and the smallest point. One way you can do it is just to figure out that this is 5, 400. This is 0, 0. So the slope formula is here. So m is y2 is 400 minus y1 is 0 over 5 minus 0. 400 divided by 5, which is 80. Okay. There will be problems like this on IXL. Okay. That's it.